Hey Overflow family, I hope everything is well with you. I'm super excited to be back here sharing the word with you once again. Today for a quick minute of meditation, I wanted us to look at Jonah chapter 1 and 2. This is just something that I've been meditating on this week, and there were some things that stood out to me that I really thought was applicable in the crisis that we're in. So we all know the background story, or most of us know the background story of what happened with Jonah. The Lord had told him to go to Nineveh, but he disobeyed. He went to another place, and while he was traveling, there was a great storm that came, and then all the sailors knew that it was Jonah's fault. So they threw Jonah into the sea, and there was a big whale that swallowed him. So we know that much. But this time around, while reading, some of the things that stood out to me was Jonah chapter 1 verse 5, and here it says that the sailors were afraid and they cried out to his God. So there were many sailors then on that boat, and some of them might have been idol worshippers, but they all called out to their own gods, but no one was answering. And so Jonah was sleeping while all this was happening, so they noticed that their gods weren't responding, and they were like, where's our next hope? So they were like, oh wait, there's someone sleeping at the bottom of the ship. There's someone sleeping, let's go get him. So they went and woke Jonah up, and they're like, do you not see the storm that's happening? Go call your God. Let's see if he answers us, because this needs to stop. So that's when Jonah was like, I know this is my fault. And he tells them like, hey, I was supposed to go somewhere else. This is what happened. So they were asking, so what should we do? And they're like, hey, just cast me into the sea and everything will go okay. So they do that. They throw him over to the water. Right when they throw him over, the sea calms. And then comes verse 16, where it says, the men were seized by the great fear of the Lord, and they offered a sacrifice to the Lord and made vows. So what happened? At that moment, they all saw, this was like Jonah was told to go speak and talk about God and have the people of Nineveh turn around. But even in this situation, God turned that around for good, because when the sailors saw that there was a greater God that actually heard their cry and like helped them out, they were like, whoa, who is that God? I want to serve that God. And and I'd really like that kind of stories to come out of our time in this pandemic. Different people that we know might not even believe in God, or they believe in other gods, and it's our opportunity to really go speak about Jesus to them. He is our hope. And I really hope that, even if it's, I'm not saying go visit people, but, even if it's just FaceTiming someone, or like a video call, or just a text message, or inviting someone to your church, someone that that doesn't really go to church, and just having them over, come in for any of your Zoom calls. Those are small ways in which you can evangelize from just at home. So I really pray and hope that you guys are able to do that. If that worked for Jonah, it can definitely work for you. Just make sure you're praying about it, back it up with a lot of prayer. Pray for them, pray for their heart, and it will happen. All right, I hope you guys are encouraged. Thank you.